Hi there, it's Tyrone Shum from Outsourcing Live, and welcome to the dedicated channel on about outsourcing and with me sharing with you outsourcing strategies. In today's video, I'm really excited to share with you my first monthly report for the Outsourcing Live and also what happens in my business. And I've been inspired by Pat Flynn and also Corbett Barr, who I'm good friends with, that I wanted to share with you transparently and to also give you an indication of what I'm doing with outsourcing. And I want to just share it from this point of view of outsourcing on how I run it in my business, because a lot of people probably see income reports out there and see traffic reports and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think anyone out there is currently showing you how they're going to outsource and how they're keeping and tracking all the results. So I want to probably be the first one to do that and share that with you. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to give you an overview right now of what things I'm targeting for this particular blog, and also what I want to do for myself as well in terms of getting myself to work less in the business and also to have a lot more things automated. So this is more or less a journey for you to also learn from me and also for me to be able to keep accountable too. And if you go to my blog and scroll right down to the bottom, one of my goals I've written down here is that I'm on a journey to allowing me to work up to about 12 hours a week. So that is one of the goals that I'm putting out there, and I want to try and achieve that within the next 6 months. And there are a lot of things that I'm going to be doing to do that so that I can get it outsourced and implement it in my business. All right. Now, what I want to also do is just to share with you as well how this blog is currently growing and how it is actually moving, because one of the other goals is in the 90-day challenge that you may have seen when I first started this blog was to rank it on the top 3 terms of Google for the term outsourcing, which is an extremely competitive word, but I think it's achievable with the strategy that I'm doing. So you can check it out on the previous post that I've done in that. But the main goal for this particular blog is so that I can actually show you the journey and the processes and things that I do with my team to be able to rank for this blog to get to where it is, and show you some interesting things that are happening as well. All right, so the first thing I'm going to share with you right now is just some statistics and some results for the last month of June. I officially had this blog launched around about the 25th of May. So, I mean, realistically, I should have it started on the 25th of May till then, but to make it easy for all of us, I wanted to start this on the 1st of June till the 31st or 30th of June. So therefore I can report on the 1st of each month. And if you had a look back anyway, between the 25th to the 30th of May, there was not much that really did happen anyway, just a little bit of traffic and friends just checking it out. All right, let's just jump over. I use a tracking tool called Clicky, which you can get just at getclicky.com. And these are the results that have been shown for the last month of June. So from the 1st of June all the way till the 30th of June. And by the way, today's the 1st of July if you want to know, and I'm flying out to Bali tomorrow. So I wanted to squeeze this in just before I do go so that you can check this out and have a look at what I've been doing. All right, first thing I want to share with you is that for the month of June, we had a total traffic that came through to about 6,336 visitors. And I'll expand that. And roughly there was about 5,000 of those that were unique, and about 3,000 something odd was about new visitors. And don't forget, I started this blog basically from scratch. I didn't have anything before that. I had no traffic coming through it, and I purposely started it at scratch so that way I can show you exactly what I've been doing to build links and getting traffic to this site. Though, to make it also for people to understand how this blog actually started and got traffic to it as well, was I did at tyroneshum.com, which is my personal blog there, did talk about outsourcing for quite some time. I did have a subscriber base, so I did have some traffic coming from there. And obviously when I start something like this with a dedicated blog just for outsourcing, people come over to there. And as you can see, a majority of the traffic that came through was coming from tyroneshum.com, which is fine and all, but I got a majority of also the traffic from subscribers who have previously been on this. So in actual fact, when you look at the whole blog, I did have a database and list of subscribers there, which I'm not starting from that scratch, but what I am starting on is for this blog to actually grow. And I'm planning to show you how I've been able to outsource a lot of the strategies that I'm doing. So you can see from all these statistics, and right now it's live, as you can see what's going on. The other good thing I did notice for this month as well is, because it's a video blog, I had about, on average, 6 minutes and 18 seconds for people to be sitting there and watching my videos and doing whatever they do. And that's how long they'd stay on my site. And I had a pretty relatively low bounce rate, which was about 22%. So that's not too bad. I'm pretty impressed by that. So that's just some of the results that have been happening. And let me share with you right now what some of the strategies that we've implemented for the last month. And this will be in addition to adding on to the 90-day challenge that I'm doing right now. So let's just jump back. Some of the things that I've done, and I've even shared that with you, is that I've implemented a few things. One of the things was the YouTube. And I basically got myself set up on YouTube over the last month to generate backlinks and create lots of backlinks. And you can see that video here, which is how to get traffic from YouTube, which is the next traffic strategy for Outsourcing Live. I won't go into detail about that today because I've gone into that video to show you how that works. But one of the strategies I did was YouTube, and that has actually brought in some good traffic as well for me. The other thing that excuse me, that I did as well was I launched the podcast. And as you can see right here, if you click on podcast, you'll be able to see that I've posted up to 5 podcasts already. So I'm getting some traffic from iTunes, which is the podcast, and it's been doing okay at this point in time. The other thing as well was I ran a competition over this blog in the last month. And when I first ran this competition, I was partnering up with a company called Microsourcing. Microsourcing actually approached me and said, would you like to run a contest and for someone to win $1,000 worth of outsourcing services? And since then, we've had a winner, and Peter Freeman, who's also from Australia as well, won that prize, and he's right now experiencing some really great things that are happening with microsourcing. So that competition did relatively good for me in terms of traffic bringing to the blog, and also too for microsourcing, because it did send over some traffic and some people over there. And we had 39 comments written on this blog as well. I'll scroll down right now, who entered into that. And then also too, I had roughly about, I think 19 or 20 comments that were in Facebook. So in total, it's about 60 something entries here and there, plus also people liking on Facebook and tweeting it and stuff like that. And you can see there's 25 tweets as well. So that did bring in some traffic to the site. And when I did run that, which was around about the 20th, I'll jump back over here. You can see there was a spike in traffic, about 400 and something. So yeah, between the 17th to the 20th, which was there was a spike in traffic, which got the highest of about 418 visitors for that day. All right. So basically, those were the two main things I think that really helped with traffic this month. I did the YouTube, and also as I said, YouTube videos, the podcast, and also running a competition. Now, what I wanted to also share with you as well is what is happening in the behind the scenes of the business. And also too, I also have my staff, whilst they're building up backlinks as well for Outsourcing Live, they are building backlinks and putting in strategies to be able to build up my niche sites. And this happens because I've got these projects set up for my team to run, because I have currently 3 full-time staff. One's a virtual assistant, one's a full-time video editor, and one's a full-time programmer. And we use the programmer to create all our websites and also to my video editor to do all my videos, which allows me to have more time so I can focus on creating content for you guys. But let me just show you just briefly. We set up this report just recently, and we've got some niche sites that are going, and these are the things that have just started. I mean, some of these sites we've had probably for the last, say, 6 months, going back to when we first started with the niche site Duel with Pat Flynn, and that one has been doing okay. But we've recently also started some new sites as well. In the last month or so, we did start a relatively new couple of sites, which has actually started to increase its ranking and also getting some traffic through. And there was another site that we had started going back about 3 months ago, and it's currently ranking on the first page of Google. But you can see, just based on this report, these things are currently being done or set up by all my virtual assistant team or virtual team there. And from there, they're able to build backlinks. They're able to write content for me. They're able to also get them found on Google and indexed as well. So as you can see, niche site 1, we're ranking currently 23. sorry, not ranking, sorry, ranking 269, should say, in Google. That's one of the sites, and I think that one's been around since probably going back about 3 months ago too. This one here, which is ranked number 3, is the actual 3-day detox site, and it's slipped back from number 1 to number 3. But that's okay because it goes back and forth from time to time. Niche site 3 is one that we've been working on for the last 6 months or so, and that one's been quite challenging because it's been actually a very, very competitive market, but we're very happy that it's gone onto the first page and it's got over 1,000 visitors per month. Niche site 4 haven't got anything, but we just purchased and set this up, and that's also a potential niche that we found. And apparently from Market Samurai, it's got roughly about 800 visitors per day and can potentially generate up to about $1,000 per month. So this one is a good niche that we want to go into. Same as niche 5, similar statistics and results, and we're currently ranking number 41. And we actually started this only about a week and a half ago. So, it's doing exceptionally well, and we still haven't even done any backlinking, as you can see right here. So we're happy with that. Outsourcing Live, as you can see, 6,256 visitors just based on Get Clicky, and it was an increase of about 323%. And it's currently ranked 23, which is, I'm pretty happy with that for the first month. As we said, we're aiming for about 90 days to do that, and got about another 2 months to do. Backlinks, 333. That's not bad for that. And then finally, the last one, which is also a very similar niche to the first one, currently gets about 1,000 odd, and it's ranked number nothing, hasn't been found as yet. So that's basically my niche sites that we have running in the background, and my virtual team runs that. Now, I just give them basically the instructions and the directions of where they go, and they implement everything for me. And one of the goals that I set out for this basically for the next 6 months, as I said, is to work no more than 12 hours a week in my business by 31st of December, and to take Fridays off. And in the last month of June, I've been tracking myself by writing down everything that I do in a diary, and every hour that I have worked and all that kind of stuff. And I totaled it all up, and here we go. I worked in the last month of June 137 hours in total, and that averages out over the last 30 days to be about 23 hours per week. So I'm not too bad. I thought I was working about 40 hours a week, but I'm actually doing a little bit less than that. And I'm pretty happy with that because the majority of the work is outsourced. And I'm trying to bring that down as much because I'm setting up more and more systems to allow me to do that. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then I guess the other thing is to have my virtual team build 5 niche websites and follow automated procedures to generate a steady 4-figure income. So basically, as I said, the goal is for us to have at least 5 niche sites ranking number 1 on Google and to generate income. And then also too, to have Outsourcing Live to rank in the top 5 spots in Google for the keyword term outsourcing. So we are on that way. And as I said, this has been outsourced. Majority of the stuff like the video editing is being done. And also too, the backlinking strategy has been done. I will still continue to create the content, which, I have it all pre-created anyway. And that doesn't take me too long. And once that's done, it just gets sent up to get edited a bit my video editor. All right, so that's not too bad. This month, I also just wanted to mention is that I wrote 14 posts, or created 14 video posts, and they all submitted onto this blog and is getting out there. What I'm planning to do is in the next month, as I'm going to be away in July, and I'm getting married in Bali, yay, I'm going to be also too cutting down on the amount of involvement. So obviously in the next couple of weeks or so, I'll probably be working almost close to 0 hours, which is cool. And then when I come back, hopefully I'll be able to put in just a few more hours to be able to create some cool content for you to share onto this blog as well. And then obviously put in my monthly report so that way you can keep track of what's going on there. So my main goal for this month is to post out at least on average, again, 3 video posts for this month again. I'm going to experiment maybe in the next month after that to reduce it down to 2 video posts a week, I should say, and see how we go from there. As I said, July I'm not going to be working, but for me, I've already had pre-scheduled a whole month of videos for you. So that will be coming out scheduled, and also doing from my virtual assistant team who will actually be managing all that for me. And I guess the main other thing that I wanted to aim for this month as well is to be able to put out 2 special posts I'm not sure exactly what it is for something, and I'm still deciding what to do, and also 2 guest posts onto other blogs that have potentially good traffic as well. So that's the next goals for the next month of July. All right, I hope that you've enjoyed this video that I put together. This is my first monthly report. Each month I'm going to be just sharing with you my journey here, and I really love to be able to find out exactly what things that I can do to improve on outsourcing. So if you have any feedback, any tips or anything you want to share with me on that's worked for you in your business and you've been able to successfully outsource as well, share with me. I'd love you to write down, leave a comment below here, and also to let me know how you're going on your journey as well. All right, thank you so much for watching this today. My name's Tyron Shum from Outsourcing Live, and have a great July, and I'll see you back when I come back from my wedding. Bye for now.
Now, if you like more resources like this one, you can find them inside Mass Outsource Mastermind, along with video tutorials and step-by-step instructions showing exactly how I use them. To get a 30-day, no-risk trial membership to Mass Outsource Mastermind, simply visit freevideoset.com. Until next time, I wish you success in your quest for outsourcing.